Okay, I'm making another video to review the rules of inference from Graham Forbes' modern logic. This time I'm reviewing the conditional elimination. So the schematic works like this. From line J, whatever line that may be, if you have the formula P arrow Q with whatever dependency numbers that may be, and then on an additional line, right, you also have P, which is the antecedent to the arrow by itself, you may then infer Q, which is the consequent. And so this is the only way you can get anything out of the arrow. So the application of the rule is that you reference the conditional and the antecedent to the conditional, which you have on some other line. So this is why J and K is referenced, and then you refer back to the rule for arrow elimination that allows you to derive Q. Of course, the dependency numbers will reflect those that come from line J and K, which are the set A and the set B. It's written there. Okay, so let's see a simple example of this. So imagine A arrow B, right? Given the antecedent A as well, you may then infer or derive B. So to set this up, on line 1, you have your first premise as A arrow B. Your second premise A. Right? And then on line 4, you may derive B. And so this comes from lines 1, and 2, arrow elimination. And then the dependency numbers will come from the lines that you've used to derive B. So that's line 1 and 2. So B depends on 1 and 2. Okay, so the mix-up may be something like this. If you set this up and you want to derive B, sometimes people take B just immediately out of a reference to 1 and then the rule. This is wrong. You can't derive the consequent of a conditional simply by having the conditional. An example might be something like if you had a pen, then you could write with it, right? You can't just simply conclude that you can write with it without having a pen. So, oops, I'm sorry. I see a lot of this. This is a misstep. You need to reference 2 as well. So if you do not have the antecedent to your conditional, you cannot derive the consequent. So you must have the antecedent first.